Hello students, today we will see the next modeling is behavior modeling. Behavior modeling shows the interaction between objects to produce some particular system behaviors that is specified as a use case. The behavioral model indicates how software will be respond to the external event or the stimuli, and the behavior models are model for the dynamic behavior of the system as it is executing, and this portrays dynamic views of the system or the behavior for the system which describe the functionality of the system. It also include use case diagram, state diagram and activity diagram. It defines the interaction between the system, and behavior modeling shows the dynamic nature of the system. Behavioral modeling describe the interaction in the system, and it represent the interaction among the structural diagram. It is also used for the system, subsystem and class specification within a roadmap to capture the specification model, how the construct will satisfy its requirement, and what element and their relationship collaborate to constitute the construct, and how those elements interact to provide functionality to the users. Then it having a first model is a sequence model. Sequence model shows the interaction consisting the set of object and their relationship, including message that may flow among them. And sequence model represent the system flow of the message in the system, and it is termed as the event diagram also. It helps in envisioning the several dynamic scenarios. It portrays the communication between two lifeline as a time order sequence of event, and such that these lifelines took part at the runtime. In UML, the lifeline is represented by a vertical bar, and whereas the message flow is represented by a vertical dotted line that extend across the bottom of the page, and it incorporate the iteration as well as branching. Sequence diagrams are sometimes also called as the event diagram and event scenarios. UML sequence diagrams are used to model the interaction between actors and objects to another. Then what is the purpose of sequence diagram? To model high level interactions among active objects within a system. To model interaction among objects inside a collaboration realizing a use case. Then it either model generic interactions or some certain instance of interactions. Then notations for the sequence diagrams is first is here actor or objects. This is the symbol for actor or object, and they models a type of role played by entity that interacts with the subjects but which is external to the subject system. Then call message. This is the symbol for call message. A message defines a particular communications between lifelines of an interaction, and call message is kind of message that represent a invocation of the operation to the targeted lifeline. This line is the symbol for message. Then concurrent. This is the symbol for concurrent, and concurrent represent a session of concurrent method invocation along an activation, and it is placed on the top of activations. Then create message. Create message is kind of message that represent the instance of the target lifeline. Then lifeline, this dotted line is called as a lifeline, and lifeline represent an individual particular participation in the interaction. Then note, this is the symbol for note, we have already seen. Then a recursive message. This is the symbol for a recursive message. A recursive message is the kind of message that represent the invocation of message of the same lifeline. Then a target point to an activation on the top of activation where the message was invoked from. Invoke means call. Then self message. This is the symbol for self message. Self message is the kind of message that represent the invocations of the message of the same lifeline. Then a destroy message. This is the symbol for a destroy message, and destroy message is the kind of message that represent the request for requesting the life cycle of a target lifeline. Then example for the sequence diagram. Here the sequence diagram for student registration system. Here the actor, student, then website, then web server, admin and database. Then here this dotted line is the lifeline. Then first students having click on registration tab, then goes to the website. Then second is a request to the register page. Then third, it also return the register page and display the registration fields. Then enter the information, then click the submit button, then send new information to the web server, then verify new students information to the admin, then invalid a new student, then send error to the website and re-enter information from student, then valid new students, then save the details to the database, and also last send the acceptance email. This is the process for student registration system shown by using sequence diagram. This is the sequence diagram. Then second model for behavioral modeling is activity model, and activity model is basically a projection of the element found in an activity graph, a special case of state machine in which all or most state are actively stated and which are most transitions are triggered by completion of the activity in the source state. Then activity diagram is basically a flow chart to represent the flow from one activity to another activity, and these activities can be described as an operation of the system, and the control flow is a draw from one operation to another, and the flow can be sequential, branch or concurrent. Activity diagram deals with all types of flow control by using different element like fork and join symbol, etc. Then before drawing an activity diagram, we should identify following elements: activities, association, condition and constraint. Then what is the purpose of activity diagram? Draw the activity flow of the system, then describe the sequence from one activity to another, then describe the parallel, branch and concurrent flow of the system. Then here some various notations which is used in the activity diagram. First is here this start initial nodes, star or initial node. This is the filled circle is symbol for initial state or starting. It shows the starting point of the activity diagram, and initial or start node is depicted by a filled circle with the black color. Then second symbol is final or exit node. It is shows the exit point of the activity diagram, and activity diagram can have 0 or more activity final nodes, and final node is rendered as a two concentric circles. See this, this is the symbol, two concentric circles with filled inner circle by black circle. Then third is action. This is the symbol for action. Actions are active step in the completion of the process, and actions are denoted by the rounded rectangle. Actions is the smallest unit of work which cannot be divided into the further task. Then activity, this is the symbol for activity is parameterized behavior represented as a coordinated flow of actions. Activity is the process being modeled, such as a washing car, and an activity is the like set of actions. Then fifth is a transition, edges or path. This is the symbol for transition, and the flow of activity is shown using arrow lines called as edges or path. The arrowhead, see this is the symbol arrowhead on the activity edges which shows the direction of the flow from one action to the next. A line going into the node is called as an incoming edge, and the line existing a node is called as a outgoing edge. Then next notation is fork node. See this is the symbol for fork. It is used to show the parallel or concurrent action. Steps that occur at the same time are said to occur concurrently or in the parallel. And the fork has a single incoming flow and multiple outgoing flows. Then join node. See, this is the symbol of join. The join means that all incoming actions must finish before the flow can proceed past the join. And join has multiple incoming flows and single outgoing flow. Then condition. Condition text is placed next to the decision marker to let we know under the what condition and activity flow should split off in that directions. Then decision or branch. This is the diamond shape for decision symbol, decision or branch. A marker shape like diamond is the standard symbol for a decision, and there are always at least two paths coming out of decision, and the condition text lets we know which options are mutually exclusive. Then note, we have already seen note symbol. Then swim lane. This is the symbol for swim lane. We use partitions to show which participants is responsible for which actions, and partitions divides the diagrams into columns or rows, and contains actions that are carried out by a responsible group. Then flow final node. See, this is the symbol for flow final node. A flow and node terminates its own path, not the whole activity. The flow final node is depicted as a circle with a cross inside. This is the symbol of flow final node. Then diagram example for the activity diagram. Here this is the activity diagram for order management system. See, this is the initial state. Filled circle is the initial node. Then this is the receiver order. This is the first activity. Then here fork is here. It having two types like fill order and send invoice. This is the action send invoice. Then here fill orders having two decision like overnight delivery and regular delivery. So we can use here decision symbol like a decision or branch symbol when it having two paths or coming out of decision and condition text, then options are mutually exclusive. So here we use the decision symbol like yes or no. So here the priority order. Then in sending invoice, here the receive payment. This arrow is a flow or edges. Then here this is the decision. Here this is the decision symbol. Then again we can use also one of the decision symbol, but this symbol is the merge. This is called as the merge. Then we can merge this overnight delivery, regular delivery and receive payment together. Then we can use here join symbol like a concurrent join, and then close the order and finally close the diagram by using the activity final symbol. This is the final state. This is the activity diagram for order management system. Then third is communication or collaboration model. A collaboration model comes under interactions diagram that emphasize the structural organization of the object and that send and receive the messages. Graphically, a collaboration model is the collaboration diagram, which is a collection of vertices and arcs. The collaboration diagram is used to show the relationship between objects in a system, and both the sequence and the collaboration diagram represent the same information but differently. The collaboration is the collection of name objects and actors with link connecting them, and they collaborate in performing like some task. This collaboration diagram is used to show the relationship between objects in the system. Instead of showing the flow of messages, it depicts the architectures of objects residing the system as it is based on the object oriented programming like OOP, and objects consist of the several features. and multiple objects present in the systems are connected to each others. Then collaboration diagram, which is also known as the communication diagram, and it is used to portray the objects architectures in the system. Then some benefits of the collaboration diagram here. The collaboration diagram is also known as the communication diagram. Then it is mainly put emphasis on the structural aspect of an iteration diagram. That means how lifelines are connected. Then third is the syntax of collaboration diagram is similar to the like a sequence diagram. Just the difference is that lifeline does not consist of tails. Then the message transmitted over the sequencing is represented by numbering each individual messages. Then collaboration diagram is semantically weak in comparison to the sequence diagram. Then the special case of collaboration diagram is the object diagram. Then here the example for components of the collaboration diagram. Here like actor, as like this, like a message, then object, here the class name, here also class name, then object and class name, here message first, second, then fourth and fifth. This is the just component of collaboration diagram. Then here the example for collaboration diagram. Again we can take an example for order management system. Here the initialization, then second is the customer. Here this customer is the object. Then it passes the message to the order, then special order. Here the then we can dispatch some message like a dispatch. Here the first message send order, then second message is confirm, then third is dispatch. Here this symbol is called as the self delegation, and this is the send message is the sequential number 1 2 3. These are the sequential numbers. Here we can write also note like a sequence is indicated by the numbering the message methods call. And last this process is the end of this process. This is the simple example for collaboration diagram of an order management system. Then